Okay, so thank you to those two people letting me know that it's a little bit laggy. Um, I've made a change. It's a slightly lower quality, so accept my apologies, and I shall try that and see if that's any better. So, like with most modded, it's very easy to, you start out and you don't have an awful lot really. It's me on this little platform in the middle of nowhere really, and does help if you push the right button. There we go. Oh, some apples. Mmm. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And saplings. We want those. So I'm going to make a chest. Because I don't really want to be carrying all this stuff around with me. I know what's likely to happen. I'm likely to fall into the void, which I don't want. So for now, let's put them there, and let's put some of this stuff in. I'll have that. I'll have a builder's wand, and I'll keep hold of some of the saplings and one of the apples. So first of all, I'm going to build a barrel. I want a wooden barrel, spruce planks, and a slab. So let's get some of these in the cart. In my pause, and I'm after two things. I'm after some water, should it rain. I seem to be quite good at ending up in biomes that don't get rain when playing this. But I want the option. If it rains and I haven't got one, I'm going to be just a bit cheesed off. So I want to avoid that. And I also want to make some dirt. So that we can look at planting more than one tree at a time. Now I'm going to put these over here, just at the end, and then I can extend the chest beside it should I want to a bit later on. Now I've got these, so one I'm going to put some saplings in. I need some more saplings. I think 3 would be enough. Yeah, that's good. Right, so that's composting. So when this beautiful oak sapling builds itself into a massive tree, here's one I prepared earlier, I can now, using the tab key instead of the vein made a grave key, which is frustrating. So more trees, more bush. Where did the wood go? The wood's gone in my inventory. I was a bit worried then. That would have been a continuation of a bad start, really. So I'm going to have an apple. This is really odd because despite the fact that I'm doing this, I can't actually hear any music. So let's turn that up a bit. Well, it certainly clicked. Right, let's see how that works for us. Right, so let's have another block of dirt. And we're going to stick it right here beside the other one. Bye-bye, oak slab. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. But, you know, I can live with it. I can live with it. I'm not going to get downbeaten by the oak slabbage. I'm going to have some more. So come on, oak sapling. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to, but you don't really do. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you're game for it. Yes! There we go. Right, so... Didn't appear... Oh, I did get something out of that. I was just going to question where my other things went. So let's put some more in here. Oh, I was nearly off into the void for my first trip then, which would have been less than ideal. So let's continue to. I'm going to take the torch out. I'm actually going to put the torch on my platform somewhere. Just because I want to think like I'm actually getting somewhere. So we'll stick it there. Adds a bit of colour too. Okay, so if you are watching and you are experiencing any problems, let us know. I do get the occasional message in my computer beside me, complaining that I'm trying to do too much at once. Not much I can do about that at the moment, but I will see if I can do something about it at a later time. Right, so some more slabs, 20 slabs. Let's put this back in there. So, how many trees is a good place to start from? Because it's easy to carry on and make absolutely stacks and stacks of wood. But there comes a point where you've got to do other stuff as well. Just trying to think about that a bit, because you know, you want to get into the metals, you want to get into the cobble, you want to, you know, I don't want a janky platform. You know, who wants to live on a janky platform like this? Not me. So, you know, I've got to think about the other things that are going to come next. Right, let's put the slabs back in there. We have another fine and beautiful tree that's overhanging all over the place. So, yeah. I think, yeah, let's get this other one to grow. Come on, tree. Come on, tree. Come on, grow. Yay. Oh, a bit lower this one. A bit lower this one, so. I even managed to push the right button this time. Bit of a lag. My poor computer. Didn't get all the leaves, but did get some more apples. But I am now desperately hungry. So we better stick those right in the belly. Right. Ah, saplings. More wood. Good. So. Plenty of saplings now. And we've got space for 3 more. I'm hoping that those other leaves will despawn a little while they're up there. Okay, so it's still not rained. I am apparently in a forest, which is always helpful. And yeah, good point. I need some cobblestone. I do. Because I need torches, and I could do with them quite desperately. But you know, your trees don't grow when you're doing that, do they? That's the problem. You know, it's catch-22. So I might spend a couple of more moments growing some more trees. Let's make this platform a little bit bigger, and then hope that. Thank you. Let's put some more of these in here. Get some more dirt. I'm gonna leave this one empty again, just so that I can. Continue with hoping to catch some water. That's what I'd really like. Is some water, because that will make things a little bit easier. I'm hoping it won't be too long till it rains. But with so many things, like that could be a long wait. So let's get these 4 trees. Oh, wrong button. 1 tree. Come on, trees. 2 trees. 3 trees. 4 trees. Excellent. Now, this is when my hunger bar is going to just get smacked. Okay. Okay. I got plenty more leaves. Plenty more leaves. I'm going to eat this other apple because I don't want to die. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I really would like to try and do something without dying. So that's going to be the aim. Right, I'm going to plant some more trees. And what I could really do with is some more apples. So I think I need to make some crooks. So let's grow these trees. We'll crook them this time though. I'm stuck in the tree. We'll crook them this time in the hope that it gives me a little bit more. Oh, that was painful. So we're going to make a compressed crook because they don't last very long anyway. Let's see about crooking the leaves. Did I get apples? I got 1. Oh. Now my thought was to plant an apple tree a little bit further away and then use it as a way of continuing what I was doing. Right, so we'll just get these wood down. Right, so we've got plenty of wood. Okay, so we'll make some more dirt because I'm gonna have to start sieving in a minute if I want to get some cobblestone. So back to the tree malarkey. Oh, are we able to join? I'm going to say this completely wrong. No, this is a single player world. But you're quite welcome to watch me during my journey, if that makes sense. This is playing on my home computer. I do run a server, but this isn't on my server at the moment. Oh, look, one of the trees hasn't grown. But thank you for joining me. You're very welcome to stick around and watch me hopefully not fall off into the abyss. I'm a bit nervous with this. Oh my goodness, it's a monster tree again. It's a bit laggy. So if you're watching me, I'm sorry. Okay, so okay, so let's see if we can put some around here as well. So I want some string because I need some mesh, and I really want some more apples so I can have an apple tree. Because I think if this works like another mod that I was playing recently, it also gives you the option to you can twerk. You can twerk, and when you twerk, it will give you extra apples on demand, basically, which, as I'm hungry, could be quite beneficial. Now, I think we've probably got enough of this, and I'm starving. This could get a bit ugly. Right, that's it. I'm gonna have my boba. Oh, that's better. Right, so I think, despite the fact that I would like to do some more of that, I really need to. I need to get rid of this wood. Hopefully, it doesn't try and kill me. No, that was good. That didn't affect me too badly, which is good. I do have a lot of string above me now, so oh my goodness, that's a lot of string. The infested leaves. I believe. I don't know. I do know that there was something in another mod pack, Forever Stranded, that you could do that, but to the best of my knowledge, that's not something that's possible in this pack, and I haven't got anything that I can get the leaves with at the moment, so I'm not saying you can't, I just don't think you can, and I certainly can't at the moment. Right, so I need some food. So let's see if we can grow a tree just for apples. Oh, this is a lovely looking tree. Oh, an apple. So one apple. I was going to say I can't sniff at it, but right. So let's plant another tree beside it. We don't have to cut them all down now, do we? I just want to maximise the chances of getting an apple. By planting too many trees close by, the leaves will overflow and will have quite an effect on whether or not I'm going to get the leaves that not the leaves, the apples that I would so desperately like. Right, so back to compressed cooking again. Oh yes, I've got 3 apples. 3 apples. Woo. Sounds marvellous, doesn't it? Right, so I've got all this wood, and I believe you can do this. Now, what would normally happen is I'd do this playing with someone else, and they would then come along a few minutes later, and I don't want to do that to all of those, and then they would decide that they were going to give the said tree a haircut. And that's normally when my apple tree gets caught by said person, and all my hard worked apples disappear off into the void. So I want to avoid that, because that would be my fault this time. And I'm going to place it over here, but I want to place it a good distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so if I go for what's a good distance? I think I might go for 6. So that's 5. So that's 5. I'm going to do another. Right, let's put it here. But I'm going to continue. Oh, now note to self: I must not vein mine that panel, because otherwise we're going to the abyss. And that's somewhere I would quite like to avoid. Right, so we'll get this one here. This can come out. It wanted to go to the void. We'll let that go. Right, so And I'm going to go 2 more this way, just so that I've got enough of an area for my tree to have an area that's far enough away that I can be fairly safe in knowledge that it's not going to be affected. So there's a lovely big tree. It's my platform's off centre. Well, that's going to bug the life out of me. So let's correct that before we go too far down the rabbit hole. So here we go. Lopsided platform resolved. Right, so we have a tree. Now, can you twerk to make the apples grow? No. That's not ideal. Right, we've also got another problem as well, in that we've got all of that stuff. The bad news is I don't actually have any way of getting it down. Because if I vein mine that, I'm likely to have a problem. Now bear with me, I've got a nice hot cup of tea here. That's no longer quite so hot, but it's still very tasty. So, now here we go, got some more dirt coming along. So I'm going to make a sieve. Now, a sieve. Just going to go for a basic, not a heavy oak. We just want a cheap, nasty one. So, sticks, and I hope I wasn't going to use that stick. Right, so we'll have some sticks, and we'll convert some of this into wood. Right, so now we should be able to do. Excuse me. The builder's wand has to stay. Right, so well, let's put that there. Oh, was that a bad move? I feel it could have been, you know. I think. Hopefully it's not going to go into the void. No, right, okay. Let's put it here. And let's break this chest. And we can use this bit in the middle as a walkthrough. Yeah, I think that's my idea. Is that right? So let's put the chest there. Let's just make another chest. So we've now got 2 double chests. We've now got 2 single chests. So we'll have a double chest there, which no, I'm supposed to be able to double click you. You go in the thank you. Right, so let's have you out. Right, let's put some trees down. Grow trees, grow. Right, we'll put some more soil in. And then let's put the other bits and pieces all in here for the time being. Oh, bacon. Right, what we really need now is a mesh. It's going to be a string mesh to start with. So let's. I need 10. I think they last quite well on here as well. Right, 1 duly created mesh. Now I'd like to say I'm going to get some food out of here, but it's highly unlikely. But it's not impossible. I think I'm actually going to make a second mesh, and going to make a second mesh because I'm actually going to make a second sieve. I'm not a great fan of sieving. You know, in this pack you've got to do it to get you going. It's nice when you can automate. But all the time that you are in a position where you have to do it manually, I'd rather not. So let's do it as quickly as possible. Right, we're going to put these aside. Along with my non-existent mesh. I left it over here. They don't stack very well once you've made them. Or they don't stack. Okay. So I now have 2 meshes. And, ooh. So I've got some potato seeds. Not really sure where I should put them, to be honest. I might. No, I don't know where I'm going to put those. Right, let's grab this other dirt out. And we shall sieve that as well. And see what else we can pick up. Oh, another type of tree. And so I've got some grass seeds. Yeah, that will be really helpful at the moment. A dark oak seed and some potato seeds. Well, I think it'd be quite good to grow some potato seeds. Problem is I've just sieved all my dirt. I don't have much in the way of trees left. And I don't want to use them all, so I'm gonna... Let's put one in there. Let's put the others back in there for safekeeping. And I've got some stone pebbles. Right, let's put those in there. Let's have a look at these stone pebbles in like this. So I've now got 5 cobblestone. Now, if I get 8 cobblestone, I can make, as Roxbuka mentioned earlier, a lovely furnace, which will help me to make some torches. That's better. But the downside to that is that that's going to take me a little while to do. But for now, I'm going to plant my potato seeds. Excuse me. So here's for some potato seed. Of course I'm not going to do that, because I don't have a hoe. Look, one stick's not going to cut it, is it? What's this? Right, there we go. Right. Do these respond to... No. Right, I'm doing well here, aren't I? Right. Oh, it was dark. Right. Okay. So we have trees, we have leaves that we can't do anything with. We've got some apples that are just refusing to grow. Right, let's see if we can get some more apples. Let's just take these out. We'll do one at a time. Oh, and the music starts randomly. I love that. Just sitting here, minding your own business, and... Oh, we'll have some music. Right, so we have compressed crook. Let's give it a smack. Whoa, apple! Get in the belly. Right. So the main reason for doing this now is I would like... Can I... What do you need to make shears? More shears, stone shears, golden shears, clay shears, unfired shears, wooden shears, planks, sapling, and sticks. Oh, I can do that. Grow trees, grow! Have they all grown? Yes, they've all grown. Right. So, wooden shears. You want some? Of course. So, wooden shears. Excellent. Right, does that mean I can now... They lasted well, didn't they? Well, they go a bit further than the old thing, but the wooden shears are going to be a nightmare, really. We'll have another pair of those. Because, why not? Yes, nom nom nom. Right, don't go very far, but can live with that. And the music's gone again. Now I've got a notification coming up, so just bear with me. Okay, so I'm back in my own chat room. I love it when things go to plan. So let's use the rest of these. I've got a nice clicky mouse. Hope it doesn't bother you too much. Didn't get too much out of that. Oh, did get some more seeds though. Right, everything's precious at the moment. You know, there's not enough of anything. So let's put those bits all in there. I could do with making some more. Well, no, I don't need to make more shears. I could do with making some more barrels. I've got all these leaves, and I'm being delayed by the barrel processing. Okay, so I've got another 5. That gives me 10. That'll give me another 2. That'll give me another 2 cobblestone. So it's improving. It is improving, but it's always a grind to get started on this. Always a grind. Right, so let's take half of that out. No, I'm being indecisive now. Right, I want half of that. Oh no! Where's my stick gone? Right, and we want some of those. Right, let's have a look at the crafting table. I've lost my builder's wand. Not ideal at all. Right, so back to the wooden shears. And you need some planks. So I don't want to make that many yet. Let's make 4. And let's put the excess stuff back in there. Right, so I'm sure that I keep seeing apples and stuff fall. No apples though. Right, so let's grab out some of these and some of those and make some more barrels. Now if I do that, that gives me 24. I'm really sorry if you can hear my computer. It sounds like it's throwing a strop, if I'm honest. Right, let's put these ones here. And let's fill them up with some nice leaves. There we go. Okay, so dirt processing in place. Alright, let's put those together. That can all go over there. And let's do some wood punching. Wood punching doesn't work. So let's have one of those. And we'll use the stick. There we go. I can see a nice juicy apple on the tree over there. That will be great in a little bit. Right. Just put those away. And it'd be quite good to be able to do something with them. Right, so back to dirt processing. So I think at the moment I'm after some cobblestone. Which then can be used to make other things like hammering and such like. So that brings me up to 28 of those. Got some melon seeds, which is a first. Another dark oak seed as well. Let's put some more leaves in here. I'm going to be doing some more sieving shortly, but not quite this moment. I want to get this furnace made. Should I make the furnace first, or should I make something else first? I think this is going to give me 7 blocks. Yes, it is. So that gives me a grand total of 12 now. That's enough to make a furnace, and some left over. Which is good. Right, so... I try to be creative about how I lay things out. Okay. That's good. Right, let's get some wood cooking up. There we go. Right, and while that's doing that, let's go and give this cobblestone a bit of a hammer. Yes, it's hammer time. For some people, they wouldn't even get the reference to that. There we go, my first wooden hammer of this. This is my first stream as well. So what do? You come and play a mod pack, which I'll say I'm okay at. I don't want to say I'm something I'm not, but I think I'm okay. So I've got some iron ore and some copper. Could have been better. Right, okay. So, oh, juicy apple. 50% apple. Very slow. Come on. Right, we've now got some charcoal. This makes me happy. Because at the moment we're vulnerable on our platform. You know, if anything was to happen, I fell off, I'd probably come back and find it engulfed with mobs. So I'm going to use F7, and we're going to place down some torches. I don't want to go mad, but I want to make sure we're well illuminated. Let's just put some down here. Right, that's better. Right, so we've nearly got another 3 more pieces of charcoal coming, which is good. Right, let's put this pair of torches in there. So, okay, so we've got grass, iron ore. Now, I don't think I need to make sand in order to change it across. I think I'm better off doing gravel for the time being. I think I'd get more out of it. And I don't really have the facilities to deal with too much in the way of extra stuff. Right, so there's some gravel. Let's go and give it a sieve. Alright, so I've got some more. I've got some aluminium this time, some more iron, spruce seed and a jungle seed, and some flint. Oh, that's worth remembering, because in order to get the next mesh, I'm going to need flint. Evidently, I don't have any of that at the moment. Now, I haven't got much in the way of leaves left, so I might have to encourage these trees to grow. Oh, wrong button again. No, a massive tree, yeah. And give it a little prune with the shears again. Here we go. What was that? Right, let's get these in there. Excuse me. Oh, I'm hungry again. I need to keep hold of a stick. What, did you see if there was? There is. Look. We'll have that apple. There we go. No sign of any apples. Oh, oh. That fell off, didn't it? And the apple tree ain't doing so good, to be honest, is it? Let's be honest. I got these nice big juicy apples, and they're not ready. They're just sitting there waiting for something that's not happening. But I do have some more dirt. And the potatoes aren't doing particularly good either. So, I could do with some water. And I believe you can put leaves in a different type of barrel. Or maybe it's a crucible. Can't do a crucible yet. I'm a bit short on the old stony malarkey. They look like lovely apples. Should they ever grow. Oh, what did I get out of that little hole? So I've got some more seeds, more melon seeds, and a whole bunch more stone pebbles, 21, so that's enough for 5 blocks. And a birch seed. So, not rubbish, not great, but not rubbish either. So, okay. I've got some oak leaves in my inventory. I've got plenty of oak saplings. Let's have a look and see if we can find out about this other barrel. And I don't think it is. I think it's an oak crucible. So that's oak wood and a birch wood slab. Well, I can do that. So, it's always helpful when you take something out of the thing that you actually take it with you. Right, so let's give that a bash. There we go. Right, and let's put it down here over just to one side. So do you think, is it going to take oak leaves? It is. Superb. So I've now got a way of making some water. Oh, those apples look lovely. Just sitting there, growing quietly. Slowly growing. Okay, so I've got the facility now for some water, which helps. I think I'm going to get this dirt meshed down, and I think that I might call it an evening then. This is the first time I've done this, so it's new. It's, what's that? The jungle seed. There we go. We've got 6 more cobblestone. What should I do with it? And that, I think I shall have to decide tomorrow. Because I'm not really sure what to do with that. What I do know is that we don't have any trees. We now have some water, which is jolly good. But I've got to take that water and I've got to do something with it. My potatoes are, well, I'm not really sure what they're doing, to be honest. Not a great deal. And I've also got a whole some other seeds as well. Some seeds, melon seeds, and certainly having some wheat grow would be really quite handy. Where can you get bone from? Or bone meal? So bone meal you can get from a sieve from dust, but it's a 20% chance. We can get it from the market. How do you make the market? So you have wood, planks, and wool. But I could have wool, but not red wool at the moment. I don't have any way of dyeing any red wool. A bone meal bag. Where'd you get? So, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so fertilized essence. Okay. Right. Well, that's given us a starting point, and I think that is not a bad place to stop. Not a bad place at all. I think for me that's, you know, I've got some water, I've got some barrels set up, I've got a couple of sieves, I have got a supply of charcoal. So we've got quite a long, got further than I was kind of expecting. Kind of need to be able to make a crucible. Be good to get some lava when I do this again, and then I can look at creating maybe a way of generating some lava. I think the thing that I've got to think about next is whereabouts I am in the chunks and what sort of thing I'm going to get up to in the chunk. How do I want it to be? And whether or not actually any of these chunks are... I was going to say that apple looked like it's ripe. And whether there's any way that I can utilise these chunks, like any of them slime chunks, you know, could that be helpful for the future? All very good and useful questions that I don't have an answer to, because that's the way it goes. Right, and on that note, peeps, here I am. I am going to say good night, and I shall see you another